Are you frustrated with navigating the complexities of compliance management? Compliance processes can be overwhelming, often leading to inefficiencies, missed deadlines, and costly mistakes. But with our cutting-edge GoCompliance solution, these pain points become a thing of the past. GoCompliance is designed to simplify compliance management, offering a centralized platform for tracking, organizing, and ensuring adherence to regulatory requirements. Our solution ensures that all your compliance data is easily accessible, up-to-date, and secure. Say goodbye to compliance headaches and hello to streamlined processes, improved accuracy, and enhanced peace of mind with GoCompliance. Transform your compliance management experience with GoCompliance and focus on what truly matters, growing your business with confidence. Let us commence by adding items to GoCompliance based on the triggers in the integrated PLM system. Navigate to the Product Management section from the Oracle Cloud Welcome page and select the Product Development tile. GoCompliance supports bidirectional integration between Oracle Cloud PLM and GoCompliance. Presently, we will demonstrate the integration flow from Oracle Cloud PLM to GoCompliance, and at the end of this demonstration, the reverse flow will also be shown. Items, along with their first-level bill of materials and approved manufacturer list, can be synchronized with GoCompliance by assisting them through change orders and routing them for approvals. We will now navigate to the search toolbar and search for the item you wish to sync with GoCompliance. Right now, we observe item 1008974. The general information regarding this item is visible on the General Information tab. You can view the item name, the primary units of measure, its description, the class it belongs to, the creator, and other relevant details. You can also access its structure, which essentially displays the bill of materials for this item. Additionally, you can view its AML list, showing the approved manufacturer list for this item. We are now going to assign the item to a change order. From the Action menu on the top right of the page, choose the Assign to Change Order option. Select the relevant change type, for example, ECO, and complete the required fields. Click on Save and Edit. You now route the change order for approvals. Add any necessary information to the General Information page. The relevant items that need to be synced with GoCompliance can be viewed on the Affected Objects page. Edit the Assign to field on the General Information page as needed. Next to the Actions menu on the top right of the page, click on the Change Status option and move the change order to the next stage. Repeat the process until you have reached the approval stage. Add the relevant approver. Once added, click on Submit to send the change order forward for approvals. The approver must then approve the ECO from the top right of the page. Once approved, the change order will automatically proceed to the completed stage. Click on the Workflow tab of the ECO to track progress. Once the ECO is completed, the item along with its first-level BOM and AML will automatically be synced to GoCompliance within a few minutes. Another method to sync components to GoCompliance is by syncing manufacturer part numbers directly to GoCompliance. Manufacturer parts can be synced directly to GoCompliance without the need for any change orders. Similar to items, search for the manufacturer part you wish to sync with GoCompliance and open it. From the Actions menu on the top right of the page, choose the Sync to GoCompliance option. Once selected, the manufacturer part will automatically sync with GoCompliance within a few minutes. The subsequent phase of our exploration will be an analysis within the GoCompliance system. Upon accessing the dashboard, one can observe multiple tabs facilitating various operations. The objects requiring declaration and unfinished tasks are visible, in addition to the BOM compliance table. The BOM compliance table presents a vertical list of items and a horizontal list of specifications, along with their compliance status against various specifications. The table also includes the release date and target date associated with each item. It is important to note that this information is directly sourced from the PLM system into the GoCompliance system. Additionally, users have the capability to search for a specific item within the GoCompliance system. For instance, we can now view a specific item with the ID 100008974 which is the same item we observed within the PLM system. It can be seen that this item is 50% compliant with Japan RoHS and 100% compliant with the Montreal Protocol. Furthermore, the item is hyperlinked, allowing users to navigate to the item block by clicking on it. Next, we will examine the various reports that can be generated for this item and review the data in greater detail. The General Information tab is located on the item block. It is important to note that all of the information in this section is directly derived from your PLM system. Additionally, a list of AMLs associated with the item is provided. The specifications for which a declaration has been created for this item are also listed. Furthermore, the locations where the item has been used are included. Finally, the entire BOM of the item is listed here. The initial step we will take is to generate a BOM report for this item to determine whether it is compliant or non-compliant with a specific specification, as well as whether the entire BOM is compliant or non-compliant. We have the option to incorporate AMLs into this list, include items with no compliance issues, and include items excluded from roll-up. It is within our discretion to choose any specification. Suppose we select TSCA for this purpose and generate this BOM report. We observe that item 8974 does not comply with TSCA, and we can drill down to the root cause of the non-compliance. We ascertain that this non-compliance stems from a BOM roll-up, specifically because item 8975 is also non-compliant. Delving into an even more granular level, we discover that this item's non-compliance is attributable to its AML, which in turn is attributable to manufacturer part 1246. Notably, all of these manufacturer parts and items within this BOM report are hyperlinked, allowing us to navigate to a specific item within the BOM of this item. Once again, we arrive at a page similar to the one for our initial block. Additionally, we can see where this item has been utilized, enabling us to select the affected objects. We have the option to view all the items of which this item is a part, or all the declarations that have been computed on it. Let us assume we wish to view all the items. We have just now observed that we arrived here from the parent item 8974, and now we can discern that this is a child of that item. To drill down directly to the issue at hand, we will compute a full material declaration compliance report on this item. This report will provide us with information down to the substance level, indicating the source of the non-compliance. We will generate the report at the manufacturer part level. We will select the manufacturer part that is known to be non-compliant. We will then choose the relevant regulation for which we want to compute compliance, and subsequently, we will generate the FMD report. Having generated the FMD report, we can now expand it to encompass all of its rows. It becomes evident that manufacturer component 1246 is non-compliant. This non-compliance is attributable to coating layer 1, which is in turn associated with coating material 1. Ultimately, it is determined that the substance responsible for this non-compliance is benzene and amosite. Substances are deemed non-compliant when their calculated ppm exceeds the threshold ppm for TSCA, which is 0 ppm in this case, while their actual ppm is 500,000 ppm. This analysis allows us to trace the non-compliance from the BOM level down to the substance level, providing a comprehensive understanding of the sources of non-compliance. Next, we will evaluate the search functionalities for the relevant items and manufacturer reports. By accessing the Product Management tab from the dashboard, we gain access to the system's advanced search functionality. The drop-down menu located at the top right corner of the screen displays a list of objects that can be subjected to advanced searches. Objects listed above the grey line are exclusively searchable, while those listed below the grey line can also be created. For example, if we wish to find a specific manufacturer part, we can search for it using its manufacturer part number, or include additional fields in the search. The manufacturer name and insertion date are among the additional fields that can be incorporated into the search. Once added, these fields will be visible within the advanced search. A search for manufacturer part 1246 is conducted as an example. The results for this manufacturer part are presented in a list format. The list is hyperlinked, enabling direct navigation to specific manufacturer parts. The manufacturer part block is displayed, which is similar to the item block. Once again, all the data displayed on the general information page has been directly integrated from your PLM system into GoCompliance. We will now observe a demonstration flow for the declaration process within the system. We have the option to request compliance either directly from suppliers or through a third-party data collection service. To proceed, we navigate to the Compliance drop-down, and if we wish to request compliance from a third-party collection service such as Silicon Expert, we simply click on the Request button, and the compliance is successfully calculated. However, if you wish to request compliance from a specific supplier, you must select the declaration type, which can be either CMRT or IPC 1752, a declaration. Subsequently, you would choose the composition type, opting for a full composition type for the present demonstration. You can then select the specific specification. For instance, let's choose TSCA and then select a version of the specification and request compliance as a compliance manager from a supplier. The next step is to open the declaration to the supplier. Here, you can add more objects or specifications and subsequently open the declaration to the supplier. This is once again the declaration block. You can observe the general information, the affected objects impacted by the specific declaration, and the current state of the declaration. Here, we can also add manufacturer parts or a specific specification for the same manufacturer part. For example, let's add RoHS annex to calculate compliance. Now, you can see multiple specifications for the same manufacturer part added to this declaration. You can now open it to the supplier. Once the declaration has been opened to the supplier, all subsequent interactions will be from the supplier's perspective. It is essential to comprehend that once we are in the pending request section, the primary distinction you currently observe and the one that the supplier perceives is that we can view pending requests for multiple suppliers, whereas the supplier can only view their pending requests. Let us now open one of these pending requests. The supplier can observe the declaration type, its creator, and the composition type. At this point, the supplier can access the manufacturer part, open it, and input pertinent information. When the designated block for data entry opens, we will notice that the supplier has two options for computing or declaring compliance for this manufacturer part. They can declare compliance directly from this interface, but we advise against it. We would prefer that suppliers input all the necessary information. They have to declare an FMD part mass here. They can include exemptions and specify an effective from and an effective till date. Additionally, they can utilize the available custom fields to include extra information if desired. You can now manually enter all the information for this manufacturer part or import a file. To save time, we will proceed with importing a file. The system immediately processes the file, allowing you to view all the detailed and granular level information for this manufacturer part within your system. Once the supplier has filled in this information, you will also be able to observe the calculated compliance for this manufacturer part. The supplier has the option to save and close this information. At this juncture, I would like to demonstrate a functionality. Since information has already been entered for this manufacturer part for the TSCA specification, the supplier does not need to re-enter all the information for each annex. Instead, they can simply copy the composition they have already entered. Once they have completed this action, all the information, including the calculated compliance status of the manufacturer part against this regulation, will be displayed. The declaration can then be submitted back to the compliance manager. Now we revert our attention to the perspective of the compliance manager. We proceed to the dashboard. We navigate to the section dedicated to pending approvals, where we encounter a list of pending approvals awaiting the compliance manager's attention. Subsequently, after the relevant information has been diligently entered, we grant access to the manager, upon which the declaration reverts to the compliance manager. We proceed to open this declaration, revealing the declared status of the manufacturer part's compliance. The compliance manager is now presented with two options to approve or reject the declaration. In the event of rejection, the compliance manager is obligated to provide comments elucidating the source of the problem to the supplier. However, if the declaration is approved, the compliance manager can simply approve it with or without providing comments. In essence, this encapsulates the complete standard demonstration flow for GoCompliance. Now that we have completed the entire declaration demonstration, we will observe how the information is relayed back to the Oracle PLM system. We see item 1008974. Upon scrolling down, we observe that all the regulations for which compliance has been computed for this item are visible within your PLM system. It is evident that the item is compliant with the EU Battery Directive, whereas it is non-compliant with REACH SVHC, among other regulations. It is noteworthy that this information is accessible within your PLM system, allowing any cross-functional team that does not have direct involvement in the compliance process to view this information directly from your PLM system. For more information on how GoCompliance can help you optimize your compliance data management, reach out today.